About Pakistan. Let me ask you about the things that tie you to Pakistan. Was your mother a great influence in your life all through your growing up period?
Very much. She was a great influence in terms of her views about life, politics, and even in sport. She was a great influence and she gave me a lot of love. I was very close to her.
If she was such a central part of your life all through that period, it's terribly difficult, I suppose, even now for you to not forget her, but to put her aside, put her memory aside.
You know, but you see, as a Muslim, I accept death. I mean, I know that, everyone has to die, and you accept it, and I would have come to terms with it much easier. But I think what left a lasting effect on me was the fact that, she could have been saved. It was had it been diagnosed early, it was a straightforward operation, and she would have lived. But I think what I could not come to terms with was the pain in which she died. I saw someone that close to me for 2 months. I saw in extreme pain, which I think only people who've seen cancer patients, only they can know how they suffer. And I think that suffering and watching her die, that sort of touched me very deep, and it changed it was like a watershed in my life.
You did an amazing thing the other night, and you pulled in a tremendous number of celebrities, beautiful women. But that was the first time you'd ever stood up and said, I want you to help me to raise money. It was the first time you'd ever appealed to any of your friends to come forward and do that for you.
Outside Pakistan, yes. In Pakistan there was a big response, but outside I wasn't confident, I wasn't sure how people would react to a hospital in Pakistan. My main idea was to tap the Pakistanis living in Britain.
Your mother said something about she didn't want you to bring back a Western girl as a bride to Pakistan.
Yeah, well, I was 18 then, and she was scared that if I marry a Western girl, she thought that either I would live in England, or I would come and bring her back, and eventually she would again take me back to England, or I would have a broken home, because the interracial marriages have not had a very good record. It's difficult for Western women to live there, and so that was her main argument.
But every time you went home, did she have, or your family, did they have lined up for you a whole lot of girls who you had to go and see and look at and think about and all of that, or not? How did it work?
Well, you see, I grew up in this house where I had 4 very independent, educated and strong-minded sisters, and a mother who was again